One's a broadcasting behemoth and menopause ambassador, the other a world-class chef with cooking royalty in her genes. Together, they've created Menolicious with recipes to banish brain fog and put balance back on your plate. So please welcome the legendary Mariella Frostrup and Bells Berry.
All right, come on, happy Friday.
Good morning.
Happy Friday, ladies.
Yay.
How are we doing?
We're doing reasonably okay, though I'm a bit worried about the description about banishing brain fog, because I don't think we can promise to do that, and I certainly haven't managed to.
Well, let's give it a go. It's Mariella Frostrup here and Bells Berry. First of all, how did you two get together?
Oh, we were on a blind date in Parliament Square at a menopause rally. It was when we were campaigning, actually, for the single prescription charge for HRT, and Bells and I met there, and she said the immortal words almost immediately, how about we do a cookbook? And I'm a cookbook addict, and it was a sort of dream to realise, and that's how we met, basically.
Well, that's your version, because there's that Sky show, The Affair, isn't it, where, you know, everything's different from a different perspective. Would you go along with that?
I would go along with that, and it was a really quick conversation, wasn't it? Do you want to write a cookbook? Because there wasn't one on the market, so we thought, well, let's do this.
So this was out in the open air.
Yeah.
What was it? Protest? Was it placards? Were there news crews?
Oh, yeah, we
Were
had
there
the
satellite
suffragettes.
trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
All right. Well, it's a beautiful book. I mean, from scratch. How does one get this together? Was it over coffee? Was it many meetings?
I mean, there was an awful lot of time, hundreds of hours in the kitchen, Chris.
Really, honestly?
Yeah, and we've got 5 kids between us, so we were just testing the recipes with all our kids, and we got them involved as well, and a really good team.
I would like to say reluctantly at first, from the kids' point of view, and actually yesterday, my kids were going, oh, we'd really like to have pancakes, and I said, well, make some. I said, why don't you make the delicious kale pancakes in the book? And both of them went, ugh.
Well, they're in there, aren't
but
they?
It's only because they get annoyed with me for forcing things on them.
We are pancake crazy now. So we're pancakes, we're crepes, and the great thing is, I said it on the show earlier, I've just said it to you now, because my wife is now in control of my microbiome. So much of the stuff I eat is in this book, or so much of what's in this book I eat anyway. And
what else is on her list?
Oh God,
that she's in control of?
Literally everything. We have this big sort of deep drawer in the kitchen. We just open it, and it's got all those Kilner jars, and they've just got all the stuff in.
Love that.
All the flax seeds, hemp, just everything in there. You literally can't go wrong.
Well, look, we were talking about this the other day, just about the fact that actually buying in bulk and having a basic set of ingredients in your cupboard just makes life so much easier, and also food a lot cheaper, because it's not very, it's very expensive at the moment.
Absolutely. And in the book, pages 19-20, you've got the Menalicious pantry, haven't you?
Yes.
So basically, get all this stuff in your pantry, and you'll be more or less good to go.
The store cupboard and the freezer, and then that's easy. And also what I've started doing is, with the kids, all the crisps and all the junk food.
What crisps?
No, were at eye level, and I've put them right down in a really, really inaccessible drawer.
Yeah.
They don't go for it anymore.
So you do the opposite what the supermarkets do. They want you to buy them.
Yeah.
You want your kids not to eat them.
Yeah.
And kids being kids, if it's more than a grab away, they can't be bothered.
But, I was thinking this the other day when I was in a supermarket, because I often do the stuff online, and I was actually in a big superstore. And you think about the last sort of couple of years where all anyone's done is talk about food and, ultra-processed foods being bad for you and all of those things. And it's like it's not even made a dent. In fact, I would say that the supermarket I was in had more pre-packaged food than it ever had before.
Well, because it's about environment, isn't it? So you can't sort of outperform a hostile or an overwhelming environment. And if they just keep it, because it's what they do 24 hours a day, and it's what they earn their money from, and they're just going to keep, the whole thing about Super Size Me, supersizing was about to happen in the UK, and then the movie came out, and everybody backed off, and they just crept back in again. And that's just the way it is. I mean, it's like shouting at the weather. If you want that to go away, then you're in trouble. Control the controllables, which is what you eat, what you consume, what you buy, what you allow over your own threshold.
And that is very much the point with the book, which is that, when you're going through perimenopause and menopause, there are so many things, variables that you can't control.
Yeah.
But the one thing you can take control of is your diet, and it can make a huge difference what you fuel your body with.
Well, let's get on to that.
Look at you, Snake Hips.
Thank you very much indeed. what are the headlines of what the right diet can do to help with the issues of perimenopause and menopausal?
I mean, I think what we've got, thank you, Mary. I think what we've got in the book is we've got a carb count, a protein count, and a fibre count, which is really important. You know, people are on a high protein diet or fibre. It's about having a balanced diet. You know, we need fibre as our metabolism slows down. It's important to get enough fibre. Protein, you know, especially the menopause, you know, we need stuff to support our bones, you know, and we need protein. And so that's what the book does brilliantly. It tells you in the nutritional science explained, and then it gives you the recipes that will help you.
Yeah.
And the honest truth is, it's not just for menopause, but it's incredibly important when you're going through that.
Is what it is.
And it's easy. So basically, it's recipes that you can rustle up for your family and friends that taste delicious, that reboot your kind of sluggish metabolism, which we all know we go through, get a bit of flub around the middle. and so ultimately, I mean, it's food you should be eating from day one, but unfortunately, you know, food education being what it is, it's not what happens.
No, and it's gorgeous. It's the best photographed food book I've ever seen.
Oh,
and I've had hundreds of these.
That is the nicest thing to say.
Honestly, and we've had, you know, you can see some people, maybe they have to because of budget, they sort of skimp on the photography. You know, a lot of people who've done this for a living for many, many years know how important it is. But I've never seen food jump off the page like this, and it's straight off the bat. Boosting breakfast, straight in with spiced porridge and sticky sesames, bananas. I mean, look at that, it's gorgeous. And then straight away, matcha birch muesli, next page. They look like every page looks like a hockney.
No, but that's really sweet of you to say. There's one picture in the book.
Oh, stop it. Oi!
So I love an energy ball because usually in the afternoon I have a bit of a sort of slump, and I kind of instantly start thinking about chocolate and stuff like that. And
Polyphenols.
Exactly.
I've read the book, Polyphenols. There you go.
So we make these energy balls, and we tried to photograph them in a delicious way, and they've just ended up looking, I'm afraid to say, like sort
Where
of
are they
testicles.
then? I've missed that.
I'm trying to find what
No,
page
let's
are they
not
on.
find them. That was the
come
one
on, I want Chris to see
Energy
it.
balls,
Look
three
at
ways. No, they look crap. You're right. They look terrible.
Do you know what? There were two pictures.
Absolutely rubbish.
There were two pictures which I wasn't on set for because I was at your house.
She takes this
and
very
I wasn't
personally.
there.
It's all right. We're just having a bit of fun, Bells.
Yeah.
Don't get her to
You
bristle.
can take anything seriously but yourself. All right, Bells. Fisherman's curry looking
but
good
we'll take
here.
the compliment because I do think that they look delicious. We brought you something. We brought you the porridge bread, which is my favourite thing in the world
Look at it.
because I love bread.
Oh my gosh!
But it's rarely healthy, and this one totally is.
Well, most
all
bread
it
is cake, isn't it? Let's be honest.
But this is porridge oats, seeds, live yogurt, an egg, a tablespoon of milk.
I already know that.
We brought you honey to put in it. Loads of butter is a good idea.
Apparently
I think,
you like
Chris.
honey, don't you, Chris?
I love honey.
There we
I
go.
love everything that's good for me now, and I don't like anything that's bad for me.
But-
Mariella, it's the opposite of the 90s.
Yeah, it's totally the opposite, but it's good to change, isn't it? We shouldn't be afraid of
The
change.
noughties.
Oh, that's so nice.
All the damage Chris and I did to our bodies in the 90s has now got to be compensated for heavily. Hence the cookbook.
Yeah, because you don't want a miserable marginal decade. Do you know about the marginal decade?
No, tell me about the marginal decade.
The marginal decade. So none of us know when it is. And you only know when the marginal decade, you don't only know what it is and which day it spans between on the day that you die. Because the marginal decade is 10 years back from the day that you die. It's your last decade, but you just don't know when it is.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
So all you want to
It's a bit
do...
like perimenopause, isn't
that's
it?
something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's Peter Attia talks about it. So what you have to do is get yourself in as best shape possible. So whenever your marginal decade occurs, and we don't know when that is, you'll just have a great time. Or when you're 75, just get back on all of it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go down in flames.
I'll take B.
That's my husband's. That's my husband's theory. He basically says he's going to take up smoking again and everything else when he reaches 70.
Well, I'll meet him 75, I think. I'll meet him on the same veranda behind the same white picket fence on the same rocker. I'm going to go in with the honey now. Okay.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
is your
go in
bread.
with the honey.
What's in the bread again?
Porridge oats, seeds, whatever seeds you
Yogurt.
like, basically.
Honestly, I'm not joking.
Greek
That-
yogurt.
Nothing in the world tastes better than that. Some things taste as good, but it's impossible to have a better taste and sensation. You got cold butter, you got really healthy bread, you got gorgeous honey. It's all going on. Congratulations,
Thank you.
lady!
Thank you.
This is great.
It's good with Marmite on it as well, but I don't know if you're a Marmite
Yeah,
man.
of course I'm a Marmite.
Yeah.
Imagine that toasted with a bit of Marmite on it.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh.
they wouldn't let us use the toaster because John said he burnt bagels and he didn't trust himself.
No, you've got it. I'm taking it. By the way, we've got lots of guests in today. They've all got plates and knives and forks. You've got no chance. Just
Excellent.
come home with me.
He's dripping honey all over the control
Oh my
desk.
God. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yes, he is.
No, I'm not.
And himself.
Yes, he is.
I've got to ask you about your mum. Mary, of course. What's it like? What's the pressure like? There is a legacy there with your mum. She's still playing tennis. She's still fighting fit. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Your mother is amazing.
She is.
I once bumped into her and a mate who were lunching after one of their regular tennis dates on a Tuesday or a Wednesday or whatever it is. Well, what's it like? What has it been like being Mary Berry's daughter all your life?
I mean, I've eaten well all my life. She actually came to live 6 miles from us.
Just moved, didn't she?
Just before lockdown, literally.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's been an absolute joy. You know, we love sharing Tupperware now because she's writing her book.
Yeah.
I've been doing that, so we literally swap the food. That's nice.
Does she ever get flustered?
Flustered?
Yeah.
No.
She doesn't, does she?
No.
Well, you would know. You would know.
She's got that energy.
She's not in her marginal decade, is she? Yeah.
She would-
And what age is she now?
She's 90, but
90.
her mother died at 105, so she'll be still telling me off when I'm 73.
Unbelievable.
Touch wood, for heaven's
I
sake.
remember
Yeah,
that
amazing.
her
Good genes.
last house with the pond in front of it, and she had that amazing. Was it what colour would you say that alga was? It was the biggest alga in the world. It was like
God, blue?
no, it wasn't blue. It was like a pinky, like lilac kind of
Was
colour.
it?
It was the funkiest colour,
Oh,
biggest
really?
alga I've ever seen in my
Wow.
life. And the only regret she had about selling that house and moving to where she is now was just leaving that behind because it couldn't go anywhere else because it was like made for that particular
Yeah.
space and place.
We just replaced ours, and I can assure you it is an extraordinarily lengthy and difficult
Oh, gosh,
process
and
just
by
getting
the
the,
way-
I like the
new
old
one in.
oil ones anyway. They had
What? Tell us again.
No.
Say again.
the old oil.
Yeah, I was going to say
they
oil
were-
or gas. You
Yeah.
gas up presumably now.
Electric.
Electric,
because we've got solar panels. Look at me, so pure.
All right, what else should we go? Let's just dive in and go anywhere. Another one I highlighted was funked up wild mushrooms. I could live on mushrooms for the rest of my life. Garlic, spinach, it's all in.
Bit of
That's
Parsley.
the vitamin D, you see. I mean, your body knows what it wants.
Of course it
You're
does.
brilliant. That's great.
All right, what
My
else?
body used to get confused about what it wanted, but I'm happy to say that nowadays
Yeah.
it's
You're
got
on
mu-
track now, are you,
It's got
Mariella?
much better instincts.
Well, she's not as off track. Red spaghetti with goat cheese. Tell us about your red spaghetti.
Oh, well, that was a complete accident, actually. That basically is beetroot juice.
Yeah.
So you cook it in beetroot juice. I was just an experiment, and hey presto. And
My kids told me yesterday that they went to someone's house where they cooked their spaghetti in chicken stock, and I thought, what a brilliant idea.
idea.
yeah,
Apparently
That's-
it made
well,
it
that's like
so
the noodles,
tasty.
Isn't it,
Yeah,
with that? That's
yeah.
sort of Thai infused.
It's basically sort of Oriental stroke
And
Italian.
so good for you. Bone broth is so
And
good.
one of my favourite things is the coconut and spinach dal with chickpeas. It literally takes 12 minutes to put together.
Our neighbours, Beb and Tony, because one of our children is in hospital at the moment, so we've been doing nights and days, my wife and I. And our neighbour Bev, she brought over some dal the other day. She said, you know that whole thing about when somebody's got a family have somebody ill, and what they do is they say just take them some food because they won't have time to cook. And I've always thought, really? And
Oh, definitely.
exactly right.
Food
So-
is love, isn't it?
yeah, Bev came round the other night and said, I just made you this warm dal with warm flatbreads, all homemade.
Oh, so nice.
I mean, talk about, say it with flowers. No, you say it with,
Yeah.
like you say it
Yeah,
with food.
absolutely.
But a good dal is something to behold.
Well,
isn't it?
you'll have to give her a copy of the book because she can make it probably in a quarter of the time
Right.
that it took her to do that.
That's the key. No soaking. We don't have time to soak.
Can
do
you
we?
sign my book to you, Bev, and say Chris says thanks?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, that's so
absolutely.
cool.
100%.
Easy suppers and one pots. I mean, what you do at the beginning is you categorise all the recipes in time. 15-minute breakfast, 15-minute lunches, 30-minute lunches, 30-minute suppers. It's all good, isn't it? It's all good in the hood. The one pots, there's something about a one pot, isn't there?
Yeah, especially this time of year.
I feel quite sort of, I feel like flexing. When somebody comes around, you got it all going in a one pot. Yeah, just a one pot. And it's all going on in the one pot.
Yeah.
I love those tray bakes.
Tray bake, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing, isn't it?
It sounds very 70s, but actually, if you can whop everything,
fantastic.
in one baking tray and then pull it out and go,
Well,
lunch,
that's
everyone.
That's like the granolas in a tray. But look, we've got some gut-friendly toasted granola for you, Chris.
Oh, he's going
Spoiling
to
you, say.
stuffed by the time he leaves the studio
is that a
this
handwritten
morning.
label from you, Bells?
That is lovely.
Nice writing, eh?
Oh my
we
God,
go.
I'm going in
Some
for the
family
granola.
going in.
I don't
I
attempt the labels.
Heart granola.
Do you
I
like
heart
nuts?
it.
You heart
I
granola.
heart granola.
Can I
Can you
give-
imagine?
can-
Can you imagine
can
back
we
in the
all-
day going, I can't wait for some granola?
You'd have been thrown out of the Groucho
Yeah,
Club.
Karen Share. You got the Mellon family over here.
Yes.
Come on, the Mellon family, all the way live from Norwich.
Oh, there
It's
we
the
go.
family of the week.
As long as you're all right with nuts, I do have insurance. But
The other thing I quite like in there is the pots to go or lunches to go, because the one time of the day when I sometimes fail my higher principles is lunchtime, when you're in the middle of a busy working day and you kind of just go to the nearest sandwich bar because you suddenly realise you're starving hungry. Whereas we've got recipes in there for things that you can make that you can take with you.
Yeah.
Make and take.
Make and take.
Yeah.
In fact, those
And jam
boiled
jars.
eggs with
Throw it in a jam
miso
jar.
dressing
Oh, yes, yummy.
is a genius recipe.
And of course,
if I
towards
say
the
so
back
myself.
of the book, gets a little naughty, gets a little cheekier. Lemon cheesecake with a macadamia nut crust.
oh yes.
Oh my goodness! You know what I did? I made that the first
didn't.
time. No, I made that the first time with these biscuits, the wheat
Oaties?
oaty
Hot
biscuits
dogs?
that I had in the store cupboard.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't look at the sell-by date, and it was a dinner party for 12 people, and everyone took a big spoon of it. It looked really good. Took a spoon of it and went.
Oh no.
And then this very
it's soggy.
rude
Did it
Russian
soggy
woman
bottom?
who was at the dinner said, "This is disgusting."
They're not coming
Very
again.
honest.
She's not
Russian
coming
woman.
back, I can tell you that. Russian.
Indulgent chocolate roll with masala cream.
Another rude. Well,
Yeah, she got a bit naughty with the desserts,
You did
I have
your
to
own.
say.
I did. I went off piece, and you got naughty with the cocktails.
And,
Well,
if you fancy a three-way, and who doesn't? Speedy froyo three-way.
Yeah, so
A little
easy,
bit
though.
of what you fancy,
Frozen fruit and probiotic yogurt. I mean, that's an absolute winner.
but also super easy.
Yes.
I mean, I think a lot of it as well is about bulk making, because everything that you can keep in your freezer is good news to me. So whenever I make anything from there, I make double,
Yeah.
and then I put one meal in
Batch
the
cooking.
freezer.
We batch
Exactly.
cook.
Yeah.
It just makes it makes life easier. B, it's much cheaper, and who doesn't want
The
things to be?
ingredients are economical. That's what we wanted, isn't it? We wanted this as accessible as
Oh, you got
as
yourself in
possible.
trouble now. How many words can you string in that sentence?
Stop it.
You got your
as
mocktails.
accessible as possible, actually, Mariella.
You got your mocktails, you got your cocktails, you got your kombucha paloma, you got Bell's Berry Margarita. Ooh, hello. Also, you two look like you're having a right laugh here. You do look like sisters, can I say that?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's a huge compliment.
Yes.
It's great. Have you been on this morning doing this behind the... Have you been behind the counter cooking live?
Yeah. No, we've been making. No, we haven't
Oh,
done
you've
that
got
yet.
to do that. You've got to do that.
No, we really want to do that.
Of course you've got to do
because
that.
She doesn't let me do any of the responsible jobs. We did a bit of it when we were filming sort of the promo videos, and she would have me like
help
mixing
myself.
things in the bowl, or she'd let me break eggs and things, which is quite insulting because I can cook.
Is this a partnership that's here to stay?
Oh, I hope so.
Because
Yeah,
because
definitely.
obviously you had the hairy bikers, and Si's still going on, so he's the hairy biker now.
We're not going to put Harry in our.
Well, here's the thing. At
Where are we
Carfest, Cy King came and played, and he's got a band, and he did some barbecue cooking. And then we have a couple of amazing female chefs and presenters, and they want to fill the white space left by the hairy bikers, and they want to be the Larry Dikers. So they're going for that. And with Cy's blessing, and he said room for a small one, so that might be a thing.
Are you
Absolutely.
inviting us to Carfest?
I'm just
Yes.
saying.
We're coming.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we're coming.
by the way,
I mean-
you're in.
Yes.
Yes.
We've moved it to
I've never
Silverstone
been.
next
I
year.
always wanted to go.
Silverstone.
Silverstone, yeah.
Oh,
I love
excellent.
It's going to be
Silverstone.
massive.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
All
I
the
like the
smell of
vintage
gas.
thing. Yeah.
Can we
oh,
just say beetroot soup to finish off with? Beetroot soup with kefir, horseradish, and cream.
Yeah.
That's not terrible, is it?
So my advice is always
By
remember.
the way, with the porridge bread on the side.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Porridge bread with everything.
Product placement.
And do remember when you've eaten beetroot, because sometimes it can be a shock 8 hours
Oh
later.
no, without question. Clarkson talks about it all the time. You think I've got to go to the doctors because I've just been peeing and peeing blood.
asparagus.
No, it's beetroot. So, well, asparagus is not as worrying, but it's equally as prevalent, isn't
Pungent.
it? Pungent, prevalent.
Prevalent, all
So
the key
Beatrice,
words.
so
She
good for
brings
us,
in a
isn't it?
she takes a good vocabulary over that one, doesn't she?
She's got a much better vocabulary. hasn't she?
She's let's just talk
Plastered.
more. Just talk more.
She stayed at school.
So what are you going to do? Come on, what are you going to take it on the road? What are you going to do next?
We're going to take it on the road. We've got a book tour
Are you
coming up,
actually?
first of all.
Yeah, we got
yeah.
booked
Where are you
starting
going?
next week.
Next week, next Wednesday, we're in Bath. We're
Yeah.
going
Oh,
to
this is
Yeovil.
proper, man.
We're going
You're
to.
like Oasis.
We are like Oasis.
We've got Yeovil,
Except
Cheltenham.
for we get on.
No, so do they now. And do you
well,
know,
I went
what? Do
to
you
the
know why they
gig.
get on?
Why?
£200 million.
Yeah, well, that'll probably oil your cogs,
gig.
as they
Oil your
say.
cogs.
Oil your cogs.
So you are going on tour.
But you say they get on. I went to the gig.
Yeah.
I think they get on by actually not
Don't get all
speaking.
cynical now. Come on. You've jumped the
Well,
Rubicon.
don't talk with your mouth full.
Exactly.
Rude.
I can't help it. I can't help
You
it.
can't stop
so where
eating
you
that
going?
granola.
Yeah. So we're going Bath next week. Toppings on Wednesday. We're going to Yeovil. We're going to Manchester. We're going to Henley. We're going Cheltenham.
Litfest.
Yeah.
BBC Good Food Show.
BBC Good
I
Food
mentioned
Show,
that.
and it's ongoing, as it
for
were.
you.
Yeah.
We're
No.
happy to travel.
And so, first of many, hopefully.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous looking book. Seriously, the stylist, the photographer, everybody, hats off. I mean,
You
you've got
are
to have
the
the recipes.
nicest man still.
No,
That's
because
so
I'm telling
kind.
the truth. Because some of our listeners are going to part with their money for this because of what we say. So I would only say it if it were true, and I really mean it. It's a great book, guys.
Thank you.
It's really cool. I love the sort of. Is it the 7 or 6 step guide? Your philosophy. 'Cause
Six step
Six
guide.
steps.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
The
Because-
Menolicious method.
And it ends with exercise. You think, well, what's that got to do with cooking? Well, what's got to do with cooking is getting the right fuel. Because you get the right fuel, you got no choice but to find an outlet for that energy. Number 1, focus on nutrient dense foods. Number 2, balance blood sugar. Number 3, include how do you say that?
Phytoestrogens.
Phytoestrogens.
Another P word.
Yeah. Oh God. Number 4, hydration. Number 5, limit triggers. This is really important. This
Yeah.
is limit your triggers because you can't. If you are triggered, it's so difficult to deal with. So just don't pull that trigger. Reduce intake of salt, caffeine, alcohol.
That's why you
spicy
have to
foods.
keep those protein balls in the freezer, because when you
And
start
also, nobody can see
wanting...
them to photograph them. And
Safest-
ruin your book with one photograph. It's got millions of great photographs, and then just the one sheep.
But they're also my top tip, because it is the thing that I think an awful lot of, particularly women in middle age, you get that desperate desire for something sweet
They
in the
don't have
afternoon.
to look good to be good for you.
No, just close your eyes and stick them in your mouth. That's
All right.
my advice.
Really make them.
No, but also we got a friend called Claire who she's got a little side hustle. Her company's called Amaze Balls.
I've had them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not cheap, but they are brilliant.
Amaze balls, yes.
But if you
that's
make your own,
she's
they're
from
very
Marlow,
cheap.
Claire
Yeah.
from Marlow,
Yeah.
down the road.
Virgin Radio.